Yeah, we did take care of business. We had a good week of practice, and some of the things that we were preaching in practice, they finally continued that into tonight's game. And when you execute the things we're trying to work on, everything goes pretty well.
I thought one of the things, too, is it was a continuous effort. You've had periods where you look great, the stretches of a period, but this was, pretty much all the way through the whole game.
I can tell you've been paying attention to our season. You're exactly right. We've had good periods here and there. I remember when we played Wayzata, we played great in the first period, and then we just did a 180 in the second and third. But we had pretty good 3 periods against Hill Murray leading up to the playoffs here. Pretty decent game against River Lakes. I know it's not a toughest opponent, and then we just kind of continued that in practice, and things are really starting to come together. It's great.
Yeah. What'd you say to those guys in the second period intermission? They came out in the third and put 2 goals in about a minute and a half.
All I did was ask them. I said, "Well, what's working for us?" And it was, keep moving your feet, 3 quick steps always. Keep your foot on the gas. Let's just keep pouring it to them. And they answered the question, and then they went and answered it out on the ice.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a big push from Bemidji to start the third, and it was just the opposite. So.
Well, I really was too, but with our speed and our tenacity tonight, if we kept that up, which we did, they couldn't match us tonight.
Passing was real crisp too. A lot of tape-to-tape stuff. Guys weren't having to reach, or wasn't. It looked like it was pretty solid.
I thought our passing game was good also. It was a lot of times they like to overhandle the puck, and we've been preaching on that. Let's not overhandle it. Let's just make the simple play, and when it's there, pass it, get it to a stick, and they executed.
I was at that River Lakes game. Both Aaron and Nick left early.
Yep.
They both got hurt. Were you nervous they would be ready for this game, or was it just kind of a precautionary thing to hold them out?
Well, when it initially happened, of course, you're
thinking,
very
not those
nervous.
guys. Yeah.
Boy, here we go. But we took them out very precautionary. We kind of knew where the game was going to go. So what's the point in putting those guys on the line? Nick had a little bum wrist there, and Aaron had a little tweak to his neck, but they've both been checked out, and they're both fine, and obviously they're fine. They did pretty well.
Oh, yeah, they didn't look like they were hurt.
No.
Coach said just move your feet and you get the job done, and then you just got the job done.
You've had so many one-goal games against Bemidji. Probably coming into this, you thought, hey, it's going to be another one of those tight ones. What was the reason that you guys jumped on them like that?
I guess we were just hungry.
Yeah.
Just wanted to take it back from what happened last game.
Walk me through your third period goal, the one that got you guys up 4-1, and it looked like at that point, hey, we got this in control, and especially when Nick scored 10 seconds later.
I just beat the D and then cut through the middle and dropped back to our D, and then went to the net and called for a pass, and one time and in.
It's nice to always score, but as long as we get the W, that's what counts, I guess.
Now, I can think of 2 plays in particular from you tonight. One was the goal, and then one was, I think it was Saratori was breaking down the slot. It looked like he had a step on you, and you managed to not only break the play up, but not take a penalty against him on that thing, too. Which one are you more proud of, the defensive play or the offensive play?
They always say defense wins championships, so I guess I'll take the defensive play on that one.
Yeah. What was said in the locker room in that second period? You were kind of in control after 2, but then you came out and put 2 quick goals on the board in the third, and after that it was just running out the time. What was said that you guys came out so fired up in that third period?
We all came out good. We knew we had more in the tank, so we just all stepped up and we stepped on the throttle and just kept going to the back.
Coach have a message for you before the game? Was there something in particular he wanted you to do in this game?
Just get body contact and then equals turnovers. That's what we go by.
What is it? Now, this is an unusual game against Bemidji. Most of the time you guys have been playing them, it's been a 1-goal game, an overtime game. For the last 3-4 years that I've been covering you. Did you kind of expect a closer game coming in, and you had to be pretty happy with the effort then to actually take care of them as easily as you did?
I don't know. Section games are always tough ones to play. We knew we had to come in and play our best hockey, so we came in, took care of business, and the scoreboard showed it.
You feel confident going into the section final after coming off a game like this, playing as well as you did?
I don't know if I'd say we would be confident, but we're not overly confident. We still have to go and take care of business, so we're ready.
Now, you guys defensively, different team. You lost some seniors on the blue line last year. You lost Bitzer back there. What's that transition been like for you guys this year? You know, being leaders now, and you know, it's a different feel on the blue line, I'm sure, than last year.
Well, we had a lot of guys coming up from Banff that stepped in and filled those big shoes that were missing, and then losing a guy like Bitzer, not too many. You don't get too many goalies that come around like that, but Jacob Dimmer really stepped in, and he did. He's done well for us.
It doesn't matter who you get, Brandon or Rosa. You're really familiar with either team. I mean, is this the kind of effort in this game you take forward into that one? You kind of do the same thing, say, hey guys, what we did tonight, let's bring that against Brandon or Rosa in that section final?
Well, that's the message I'm going to send. But once again, they just answer their own the question I lay out there. What works for us, and what we did tonight works for us. And if they want to move on after Wednesday, they got to do the same effort. They got to do the exact same thing and just bring their speed.
You got some goals from guys tonight too that haven't been on the board much. You know, Eric Barker with his first of the year. Austin had a goal.
Yeah.
Is that important too, getting contributions from those guys? That has to feel good for those guys to be involved like that too.
You know, the guys like Austin Shefty and Eric Barker, when they score those goals, you know, they're happy. But I tell you what, the guys on the bench are even happier for them when they pump something in. So yeah, it's a big boost to everybody.
Yeah, and that 2 goals in 10 seconds or 11 seconds in that third. Now, Austin got the first, and then I think Nick got his second of the night there for that.
Yeah.
That had to, you had to breathe a pretty big sigh of relief at that point. Think, okay, this one looks pretty good.
You know what, the guys have actually really been responding well to what we're trying to preach. And you know, we know the critical times are after a face-off, at the beginning and end of a period, and after a goal, whether it's for or against you. And you know, if Bemidji lets down, which they did just a little bit on that second goal, and we're ready to get at it, you know, good things happen, and that's what happened tonight.